What's up, Marvel fans? This is Dan Stevens back with you again today, and in this one I'm going to talk some about pictures from Spider-Man Homecoming. Some new pictures that have come around today, and then something big has happened as what Samuel L. Jackson has come out with. So let's get into this video. Now, first, there was something I forgot to mention in the Doctor Strange video, my last one, so I'll mention here now. Now, it has come out that Doctor Strange is coming back for Infinity War, and that's pretty cool. I know this has been out for a bit, this news, but I thought I'd say it on there, you know, like just a reminder and to say what I think about it. Well, it was obvious from the start that he was going to make an appearance in the film. I mean, there was no way he was going to be left out. I had a funny feeling that he was going to make an appearance. I mean, if the Iron Agamotto does have an Infinity Stone, then he's got to be involved with it. He has to be involved because he'll be in great danger, you know, if Thanos is coming after him. Only if the Iron Agamotto has the stone. But to me, I think that's good. And well, it didn't really say if he's back in the second part, but I'd say he'll be back in the second part. I'd say he'll be in the first part, as I said, he's in that film, and then he'll have an appearance in the second part. Well, I know it's not called I know it's not part 2, but to me, it still feels like the second part. The two Avengers films are two-parters. But anyway, that's that one quick. Now to the Spider-Man. So we've had some latest photos of Peter Parker in his Spider-Man costume. And what do we have here then? Well, we got one with Peter Parker, well, Spider-Man, he's by the stairs, like the what you have in New York, like you got your window bit, and then you could just walk out and you can go by the stairs and the outside of your flats. Well, there's one bit, he's by there and he's got his mask up and you only can see his mouth, so that's pretty cool. Then the next picture shows you that he's just testing and he's eating something, so that's pretty cool. We're going to see him do that in the film. Then another couple of photos we get to see two photos of him running in the in the corner of a street or somewhere it is. I can't tell what part of the New York area it is. Then we get a photo of him like in night time. It's like he's nearly down. Well, he's got his one leg standing wide, and he's got his one leg's near, and he's got his mask off. So I hope no one sees his face, so they all know that that Peter Parker is Spider-Man. Then the other last two we get is we get Peter Parker as he's coming out of the train, and it looks like he's in a whoosh. He is. Looks like he has to get somewhere quick. And then we just get a newer photo of Peter Parker in that weird clothes, the one I told you in the in the yesterday's video, and to me it still feels odd of why he's in those clothes, but pretty odd. Now let's move on. Before I do get into the Samuel Jackson thing, I do want to mention just a little bit of something else. Now, I have heard, and I haven't gone into look into it yet, but I have heard around that the actress who plays Agent Carter in the two Captain America films and her own show, and also in S.H.I.E.L.D., she made an appearance in that. I've heard now that the actress wants her own film of Agent Carter, and that'd be pretty cool. I mean, and also she did have a short mini film as well. I forgot to mention that, but that'd be pretty cool because I love this series, and if they do a film, I want them to continue what happened in the end of series 2, if the film does happen. But to me, I feel that's pretty cool. That's really pretty cool. And what I might do for the next video is I might have a look at that info and then tell you more about what they said. So I just thought that gives you like a little tease for what's to come in the next video. Anyway, let's get to the big story. So, what has Samuel Jackson come out to say lately? Well, he says that he teased that there's a possibility of S.H.I.E.L.D. would turn into the MCU. And you might be wondering, but they are in the MCU still. You got Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. No, what I mean is the film, MCU ones. I mean, yes, TV and the films are connected. I'm not saying they said they're split apart, but I don't know why I said that, but I just thought to say just in case if you know that, if you don't understand about the MCU or stuff. But that's what I'm saying. What he means by it is, as I said, he means about the films, like them would turn it into the films. I mean, we know they're back. We know them back out of the belt and all that, because in the new Agents of Shield, they are out of the belt again, and we know they're back. But he just came out to say that they could come back in the films, and to me that is pretty obvious, because after what I found out in the end of season 3 of Shield, when I heard Coulson saying that well, we got a new director, and when I saw them, they were out of the belt, I was like, well, that's good then. They're back in order. They're back doing what they used to do before Hydra revealed themselves. And I did say to myself, they'll be back in the films anytime soon. And it would be funny if we do see them out of the belt in Doctor Strange, like we might see a little bit of that in Doctor Strange, so then we can know, yep, they're back in the films. But that's really we had to wait for that. But there is some writing of what said here, so I'm going to read as I can. So, yeah, for sure, and this is what Samuel Jackson said. Yeah, for sure, definitely, why wouldn't they be? There's some way of fixing what they created, and hopefully somebody has that going on, or Nick Fury is out there. Whatever he is, probably hanging out with, well, I don't know what that name is, but this is with someone, and walking the world. Oh, Jollies or something like that. Jules. I don't know what that word is, but I'll look it up later. Walking the world, figuring out what happened and how it got to that point, partly place. Sorry if I'm not reading that way. Maybe they'll find out that all that was part of a R-U-S-E, rules. I don't know what that says. That's a new word to me. To get to something else also, that would be great. They'll bring me back somehow, some way, for some reason. I mean, they didn't have me around to with the kids. Weapons, or I think it says weapons to kids, when they didn't go to their rooms and got in this big old fight. We'll see what happens. So that sounds pretty cool. And as I said, I mean, he did say that it's possible for them to come back, but to me, I would say if they do come back in the film wise, as I said, Doctor Strange, or in the other films that's coming up. But if they don't, maybe the big one that they could come back is in the Avengers Infinity War, because I'll say Nick Fury will come back for that film, and maybe for S.H.I.E.L.D., yeah, we might have the organised S.H.I.E.L.D., maybe Nick Fury's own S.H.I.E.L.D. group out of the bat in the films. I mean, they won't do all that two S.H.I.E.L.D. things again, I'm sure, from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., because in Season 2 we had Coulson's S.H.I.E.L.D., and then we had the one called the Real S.H.I.E.L.D. I don't think they'll do that. I'd say that, somehow Nick Fury will get back as director, but I don't know, actually. Or he might just be back as S.H.I.E.L.D. but not being the director. Maybe, I don't know, or actually be a S.H.I.E.L.D. agent. I don't know, I mean. But to me, that does sound good. It sounds good that, Samuel Jackson's come out and said that, because I'm really looking forward to see if S.H.I.E.L.D. does come back in the films. And that's it for it. And also, back to the Doctor Strange, when I said he's in Infinity War, I am glad they've confirmed that, because, as I said, I know he's going to be in it, but it's glad to have a confirmed to say, yes, he's coming back. Because I did want that. I did want the internet to say, yes, he's back. I mean, we all knew it was going to happen, but we just wanted to say it. And I just want to say, for Doctor Strange and Nick Fury, Samuel came out and say, spot on. I think that's good. And that's it, really. The script, the writing as I went out with this S.H.I.E.L.D. thing, that's be in the description below. The pictures, what I was on about, they'll be in the description below. Give this a thumbs up. Also, put a comment to this. What do you think about S.H.I.E.L.D. making a return to the films? Do you want them to come back to the films, or do you rather keep them in the TV show kind of place in the MCU? Give your thoughts in the comments below. Share this out to your friends so I can get more viewers and subscribers. And also, if you have never seen me before, or this is your first time finding this video, this is what I do. I do Marvel and Transformers videos, the news round, the news bits, and I also do the trailers and TV spots, reactions when they come around. And that's it really, guys. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, and see you again soon. Peace.